Hello, hello. Welcome to my 1.2 Wuling Megafactory base, round 2. Hopefully, much shorter than an hour. That is the goal. Um, let's get into it. I'm not even going to bother yapping. No yap policy, okay? There's a 45-minute video I did where I yapped, okay? Get my yap out there. Things about this base. Full patch 1.2 resource utilization. It uses all 3 AIC areas. It is built with the second half of patch 1.2 in mind. So there's space for 3 more Xiranite generators. I really haven't figured out what to do with the Heavy Xiranite. We're going to see how that turns out. I have ideas of how to do it. And the planters are set up to support the new 3 generators of Xiranite. Alright, so we have all that. Big thing, check below in the description. There is a document I'm going to be following as the outline. Everything I talk about is either in here or I will put it in here afterwards, okay? This document is massive, but it's very detailed and organized. Please use it to help you set up. Second thing, I'm going to jump ahead and come back. There are EnKAD blueprint codes here that you can use. EnKAD blueprint codes you can use. Everything is mapped one-to-one to what I have in game, okay? And it has blueprint codes on it, and it has notes on it, okay? Please use these if you're setting it up. Even if you're watching my video, please use them, okay? To help you out. Let's go back. AIC report outputs. Let's take a look. I gotta stop ore farming. Big things. Hedonite. Not Hedonite. I don't want Hedonite itself. Where Heavy Xiranite, 6 a minute. Big. This is a big one. This is part of our main AIC output. 6 a minute Heavy Xiranite. This is actually 4.5 Hedonite parts, but we'll count it as 3 because you can get an optional 1.5. All right, so 3 plus 1.5. Xiranite components is about 1.5. You can either have 1.5 of these or 1.5 of SC Wuling batteries. And 12 a minute SC Wuling batteries. This is not 3 a minute usage. It's actually like 2.3, but it will change and fluctuate. That's what you see going on here. So it's 2.3. Your Cuprium you can modify to get an extra 1.5 Hedonite part creation, or 6 a minute Cuprium components, but I think that might be 3. I'm actually not sure. I gotta check, but I think it's 3. And or you can get 60 Cuprium parts, because Cuprium parts are used for a lot of things. I actually need to run this for a little bit. You can also do Yazhen A. I actually need to change that. I have do not recommend, but I'm going to change that. Your secondary outputs is the LC Wuling battery or the Xiranite component, as well as you get a 30 a minute Yazhen powder turn in, or 60 if you're not making Yazhen A. You can turn that on or off as you need to. Thermal bank power. Our thermal bank is going to generate 5.17k power while consuming 2.3 SC Wuling batteries a minute, okay? Also, one thing you may have noticed in here that I have managed to figure out, I'm very proud of, 0 sand leaf powder excess. 0. Unless you want 10 to 20, you can get it. 0 extra sand leaf, okay? So you will not have to worry about this clogging up all the time. Bam, we did it. Let's move on. Unlock requirements. Your unlock requirements, you're going to need Wuling Regional Development level 10, because you will need all of this mineral purity increase. You'll need that. You need to have all of the outpost upgrades purchased, and you will need all mining rigs, all mining nodes rigged in Wuling. All 3 zones, all 4 zones. You will also need this research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do not need the combat turret researches. For the new, you need everything else, but just for the new stuff. Okay. One more thing. Come to Wuling City immediately. I actually think you can do it at any of them, but whatever. Go to protocol management on your automation core, your regional transfer, edit, select dense originium powder. Set it to 500, set the transfer, okay? You have to have this coming in to make the extra Xiranite components or LC Wuling batteries, okay? I also have included in the spreadsheet, in the document, a spreadsheet That shows you every building you need and how many. All right. So use that as well. That's there to help you. Moving on. We're back to blueprints. You have all the blueprints available in the document. All of these are there. They're named by the location, the zone. The color also reflects this. Marker Stone is orange. Jingyu Valley is green. Wuling City is purple. But you have the zone, and then the direction, like the direction, and then what product or variant. So this one has variants. This one has products, right? That's to help you set it up. One thing about Marker Stone does have a Yazhen A variant now. I will show that here. Alright, so building this thing, follow the blueprints, okay? Follow the blueprints. So, like, in Jingyu Valley, I'm sorry, here in Wuling City, we have 1, 2, 3. That's your order to put them down in. So this is number 1. Oh, what? Sorry, I'm upside down. Hold on. Let me get not upside down. I always build that way, but I've changed everything for you all to be not upside down. So this fits right on here. Alright? And if you're not sure how to place this, there is what? 3 blocks right here on the west. Just put a refining unit there, somewhere around here. Use this like little mountain over here on the side. And you'll come down from one at the thermal bank up top. It's 1 slot, alright? That's how you'll get this first one set in. Once you have those 2 lined up, you're kind of sit on the side. It won't overlap. You'll have Jingyu Valley 2. I'm sorry. I keep saying Jingyu Valley. You have Wuling City Northeast 2. This is the other battery. You just line this up with this corner because this has an X and Y axis. That belt right there, it says depot loader in the top left. Use that. Place it down. You're good. When you place these 2 down, stop and turn all these off. All these depot loaders, turn them off. You have to do them manually, or you can delete them and put them back in later. However you want. You want to delete them manually? Come in here, hold X, go stash, hover over and stash. You can control click. You can control click to add more. Right. So whatever it takes for you to turn them off. Once you do that, come to pylons and turn everything off. You can do it quickly using the pylons. All right. Turn everything off. Make sure you have these middle pylon. This middle pylon, I'm pretty sure it's in one of them, but make sure it's there. Okay, next thing. 3 is your depot buses for the bottom part, as well as your water and your conduit. It just fits. You will line it up with the depot bus up here. See at the top left? It just connects right in. So just drop it on up there. All right. There's nothing to turn on or off on that one. Then you'll come to Wuling City Forge Type 1, Wuling City Forge Type 2. Now, all of these forges are one of these 2 variants, except the top 2, but they are different. Okay, so one thing I accidentally haven't done, and I'm just not going to update it. Those 2 have the Forge of the Skies in them. In the EnKAD blueprint, I show you which ones I have turned on and off. If you don't care, use that. This one, these 2 at the top have to be turned on because they're using sand leaf. So these 2 have to be turned on, and they're already included in the blueprints. Don't worry about them. For Forge Type 1, it will be this guy right here. It'll slot right in, and it shows up here, here, and here. In the EnKAD, all of these are labeled as to which ones they are, okay? They're all labeled, so you can easily know. So set this one here, bink. You can use the depot loader to line it up. It will also be down here. It will be this one. You can set this here. When you do the middle ones, actually, I won't talk about the middle ones yet. Blueprint 2, Forge Type 2. I had to fix this. It was broken. This will be the one right below it. So use that. Line it up with that little pipe right there, or the depot. Yeah, use the pipe. Use the refining unit. Line it up. It'll go there. It'll go here. And I believe it's this one, right? Yes, and right here. All right. Oh, wait. Over here. It's this one. Yes, and then this one. They're all mirrored to each other, so just they don't really fit in one place. I think they can fit wherever actually, but it looks better to me when they're all centered together like this, because you can actually just turn all these around. They all still fit. So now once you come in here and you place these down, your depot loader for your Xiranite will be jacked up. It'll be like this. You can actually leave it like that. Actually, it'll be like this, hanging off and barely hanging on by one block. You can leave it like that. If you don't care, you can leave it. But if you do care, you can change it to look like this. The EnKAD also shows it like this. Then you'll come, once you have all that put down, once again, hold on, sorry. Once again, when you place these down one at a time, off the pylon, turn off all the unloaders, all right? Turn them all off. One other thing, once you do your water setup is whatever, okay? The main thing is that your two northern forges are sharing the same water pump, all right? That's all you have to do. So this water, or this conduit, they should be sharing the same pump. So you can see that back here on the left. That's this water pump right here, all right? It's sharing that one. You can actually turn, when you make your 4 to go into your conduit manifold, you can actually turn 1 off. You don't need it yet. The rest, you just run into the manifold, and the manifold's already set up top. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay, that's it for Wuling City. We'll come back to turn it on. Let's go to Jingyu Valley. I have in the outline as Jingyu Valley is first, so I already apologize. Like, I moved out of order, but it's fine. I actually might just redo it in the document. Okay, Jingyu Valley. Jingyu Valley is really easy to set up. It's like 2 things. The blueprint set down is really easy to set up. It's 2 blueprints, which makes it really easy. Your water pipes, your pumps can just be back here. You don't need conduits for this place because they can just run right in. You don't have to do this little waterfall design I try to do. Let's put the blueprints down first. Oh, actually, I didn't mention this in the other one. For Wuling City, just look at the EnKAD and put your pack down somewhere up there. It'll fit pretty nicely. You can kind of move it around. Once you do the depot bus, that's when you'll know where you can put it. You just put it up against the manifold. For this place, you come in. This is 6 blocks, right? When it's 6 blocks, use a packaging unit. See that? 6 blocks off. Then you can use the same packaging unit or whatever 3-block building you want to use. When I say 3-block, I mean like shredding units. And it will be, I think, 6 plus 1. Yeah. I'd just use a long building, like a filling unit of packaging. It's 2 up. So you're going to have 1 to the side, 6, and then 8. So 1, 2, or you can actually use a 4. Where's the 4 guy? Grinding unit? Yeah, all the 6x4s, you can just place 2 down. There we go, sorry. So 1, 2... Actually, you just do this. 1, 2, 3. And you'll know where it goes. You just put your pack right there. On the corner. Alright, easy. I don't know why it takes so long to always explain that. For blueprints, Jingyu Valley 1 East. That goes up first. You can align this using this corner. Whoa. Sorry. Where the seed picking is, it's 1 down, which you kind of have to because of the belt, and then right up in the corner. That's it. It's super easy, okay? Jingyu Valley 2 West. See, I'm doing it. Once you place this down, there's nothing in here. These are all depot loaders, but once you place it down, it's a good habit. Come in to every Xiranite pylon, turn everything off during this setup. Jingyu Valley 2 West. Same deal. Top right corner, line it up using the belt and the seed picking unit. All right. It should align with your pack. So if it won't place correctly, it's because the pack is in the wrong spot. So just adjust it again. 8 up from the bottom, 6 from the side. Once you do that, once again, I keep forgetting it. Come in, turn everything off. Everything off. Your buildings you actually... Well, we'll come back to that. That's Jingyu Valley done. Alright, Jingyu Valley's done. Let's move to Marker Stone. Okay, Marker Stone. Your pack, we'll do pack first. Pack is, I believe, 12 from the side. 1, 2, 3... Yes, 12 from the side. So once again, take your 6x4, your packaging unit... Put 1 in the corner, put another 1 in the corner. or whatever you have, filling unit, any of these ones, grinding unit, whatever. And then it's 1 up, right? That's where your pack goes. This one has 3 blueprints, but they're pretty easy to set down. We have west, northeast, southeast. Let me turn again. I'm playing upside down. Okay, like this. West, northeast, southeast. Okay, so we're going to do west first. These aren't numbered because it doesn't matter what order you put them down in. Actually, it does. I need to do west 1 because west needs to go down first. So west first, west first. I'll change the I can't change the name of the blueprint, the code to change, but I'll change the document to reflect that. So you place this one down. It's easier using up here. The conduits up there to 3. You place those down, put it on the edge, and then 1 in. Your depot down there in the middle will also show you that, hey, I can't go off the ledge, right? So that's how you place that one down. Then come and do northeast. With northeast, you just connect what's missing here, all right? Especially with the belts on the left. You just connect what's missing on those belts. Easy peasy. You won't have the fluid tanks. Those are mine. They're decorative. Southeast. Southeast does not have any depot loaders on the, or depot buses. So you will align it using this conduit in the top left. You see that conduit with the green, the liquid heavy Xiranite? Use that and put it in the corner. That's how you'll know where it goes. Or connect with the belt in the top right. That's how it goes, alright? Again, I didn't say it, but what are you supposed to do? Come in, that's right. Come in and turn off all your unloaders or delete them and turn off all your pylons, okay? I should remember this, but I keep forgetting. Alright. Now, with that said, I need to move that down. The components. Anyway, oh, I'm just too far up. Whoops, there we go. With your pumps here, okay, your water pumps and your acid Mark II pumps. A lot of conduits. Please refer to the EnKAD. You will know which conduit goes where because of how many water pumps it needs. Okay, I have that kind of like the water pumps are behind it on the EnKAD, so use that to help you know. And there's also only 1 acid manifold. Only 1 acid manifold. The 2 other conduit inlets for acid are right here. The outlets, you combine them and dump them down in the fluid supply unit. While you're back here setting this up, use as few pipes and connectors as possible, like splitters. Now when I say use as few pipes, I don't mean like length, I mean like don't split this in half just because. Each little pipe counts, and I'm pretty sure this thing is like 50 of 56 pipes. It's or 64 something like that. It's 96 is the pipe cap. I think I'm at 90 or something. The pipe bridge counts as a building or something, and there's like 56 and we're like 50, so don't use anything extra back here. And you'll need like 1 of these. Okay. One thing on these pipes. Where is it? Where is it? Back here. One of the... Oh, I'm not using that anymore. Alright, never mind. Okay, that splits off half of it. Right. This fluid supply unit right here splits off a little bit of clean water. I forgot what it's even used for. I think it's used over here for the Yazhen. Yeah, it is. It's used for the Yazhen. That's clearly marked on the document as well, or in the EnKAD, so please use that. Okay, now let's go back. We're going to start the base up, right? Is that what's next on here? Wuling City activation, yes. So let's go back to Wuling City. And we're going to start everything. So you can go ahead and turn on your fluid pumps. Go run back, turn on your fluid pumps. Water is always going to clog, okay? I took a whole day to try to stop it from clogging. It will just clog. Like, liquids just clog. That come from pumps. So don't worry about that. What you want to do now is everything should be set up. You do a check. Make sure all the belts are connected. They should be. The one check I really say you need to do, make sure these middle pylons are set up. Any shared pylons. So these 3 in the middle, make sure they're there. They are there. And make sure the pylons here that are shared between the 2 forges are there. So that one and this one. And then also, yeah, make sure those are all there. I'm pretty sure I have them in the blueprints, but just make sure. I think one of the blueprints has it. Once you're ready, what you can do is turn on all your buildings first. Buildings first. All right, come and turn on all your buildings. I need to put that in the document. I'll put it in the document. Buildings first, because as you start this, you don't want clogs to start happening because you are now turning on buildings, right? Because if you start over here turning on unloaders, by the time you get all the way around, this shit's going to be clogged. You don't want that. So buildings first. All buildings can be turned on. I forgot to mention this thermal bank, but you should be unloading on. You can also start your depot unloader. Start both of these. You're going to need power coming in. You should have turned them off. Like I said, as we placed, everything turns off. You can also turn this on and decide which way you want it to go, but we'll come back to this. So if it's not going anywhere, it doesn't matter. So once you turn all the buildings on, then you enable all your depot loaders. If you want to do a little fancy trick, and by fancy trick I mean just something I saw someone else do. If you want to press like bulk, grab these, and then move them down one. Oh, sorry, I'm really high up. Move them down one, and then once you're ready, you can come and do the reverse, and move them back in order. So you can turn on all your loaders and set them all, and then once you're ready, you can just move them. You can't really do that here. It's a little janky, but that's okay. These are a lot less prone to clogging. Like this stuff won't clog, thankfully. It only has this stuff in here because I've been messing with the factory, so that's why it's like has clogging. None of this factory clogs, by the way, except for water. So if you're doing everything right, you will not have clogs, which I mean a factory should be doing. So there you go. So once you have all your depot loaders turned on, just let it work for a bit. You should not have any issues. Don't forget your zircon here, and we'll leave it and come back. Like you can't get stuck on like watching it. Let's go to Jingyu Valley second. Jingyu Valley is an easy one, but it has a little bit of work to do. Check the EnKAD for Jingyu Valley, please. Check the EnKAD for Jingyu Valley, okay? Because Jingyu Valley has a bunch of planters, seed pickers. So first things first, we will not be putting anything into planting units. They'll all go into seed picking units. So on the EnKAD, I have these three with these triple belts. They are marked red as you do not turn them on and do not put anything in them, all right? So in here, here, and here. It's so that you can know which ones you're not supposed to be expecting anything out of. The sand leaf ones that are not turned on will be this in the corner. It's marked in red, and this one in the other corner, it's also marked in red. Come in, turn on your water, turn on all your buildings. All right, you can turn on all the buildings through your pylon, and turn them all on, and then come back and turn these ones off. So you know. Sand leaf as well. You can turn all these sides on. You can turn all these on, and then once you have all your buildings on and you're ready. You can come over to your plants, get your sand leaf. Let me get all this stuff out. Wait, what am I doing it like that for? I don't always play on keyboard, so I have to remember I can like control click or shift click. I play on control. I build with keyboard though. All right, so what you'll do, you'll come over to your plants. You can whatever gets you a stack. So you'll that's half stack. You'll need. I want to say like 8 for, yeah, you'll need 8 stacks of sand leaf, and you'll need 7 stacks, I believe, of Jinsao and 1 stack of Yazhen. So you'll get all that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 Yazhen. Well, it's Yazhen seed, so Yazhen. And you'll put them in the seed picking units. Put them in the seed picking unit. That will evenly distribute them. Again, this is clogged because I got too much Xiranite at one point and came back to this entire thing not working, and I will not fix it. I did some of them, and I was like, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's how you do that. Make sure you come to your pack and set this output port to sand leaf. Set this output port to sand leaf. This guy is built this way to do 10 sand leaf a minute. This is how we achieve our no excess sand leaf and sand leaf powder. That's how that's done. Okay. That's part of how it's done, at least. That's everything. This will be used in 1.2, the second half. This is where you get your Yazhen from for your Yazhen powder. If you're not making Yazhen powder or Yazhen fluid, or you don't want extra powder, you can turn it off. But I would leave it on and use this powder for your daily turn-ins because you're not getting extra sand leaf. Okay, that's Jingyu Valley. Let's go to Marker Stone. think I'm making good time this time. Okay, marker stone. Again, reference the EnKAD blueprint. Marker stone. Turn on all your water pumps back there. Get them rolling. You can come in and again turn on all your buildings. You can turn them all on. I would recommend again starting with this guy turned on, but you don't have to. The main thing is your refining units always have to be working. So when you're moving between Cuprium, Cuprium parts, Cuprium components, Yazhen A, which is a different blueprint, which I forgot to show you. Let me show you real quick. Hold on, sorry. Yazhen A blueprint. You can, when you're putting this one up, what you can do is you can blow. Oh, how did I do this actually? Ooh, whoa. You can basically blow away this entire side, but I think that's what I did. I'm gonna make a third one with just the bottom part, with just the north side. Sorry, how does this go? Like that. So I'll make a different one with just the bottom part, just where the pack is. But you'll just blow away basically like all the north of their buildings and put them down. So I'll do that for you. But that's how that works. I just don't use it, so I don't have it. Now, when you come in to set this up, your refining units always need to be working. That's why you're either making shredding powder and you're making this over here, the Hedonite, or you're making Cuprium parts or Yazhen A or gearing components. Turn all your buildings on. Set this output port to Farium. You can leave it even if you're not making this. And then once all your buildings are on and you're ready, come over here and start turning on your unloaders. Start in this corner, then come down and do this side, these right here. Make sure you get these two in the corner, and then make sure you get these Cupriums on the side, and then these powders over here. These can all run because they'll just clog and it's fine. They can just sit there. They won't hurt anything. Let's talk about. Actually, I'm not going to talk about. Actually, I will. We'll talk about it real quick. But I made a bunch of pictures and charts for you for setting up the Heavy Xiranite, so please use that. This northwest one, Zircon, Xiranite, Inert Zircon. Northeast, Zircon, Xiranite, Inert Zircon. Alright, that's top to bottom. Southwest, Reactor. Inert Zircon is at the top this time. Zircon is in the middle. Zircon Effluent is at the bottom. Southeast, we only have the top has inert zircon, and you have zircon as a material coming out the belt, okay? East reactors. East reactors. Northwest. You're going to have, in the orange, this would, I don't have it right now, but this would be liquid heavy Xiranite. We'll come back to that. I'll show you. So we'll start here in the northeast then. Northeast, actually you can't start here. You got to start down here. Sorry, start down here because these ones need stuff happening to them, or at least this one does. So down here you'll have, oh, I need to fix. Oh no, I don't. Top Cuprium solution, blood. East you'll have again in the top coming out of orange, blood, and in the south you'll have, or the bottom you'll have Yazhen coming out of yellow. Do I get one in here yet? Okay, all right, there we go. We'll turn that off now. So this is, you'll have liquid heavy Xiranite coming out of this one if you're making that. Okay. And so northwest, sorry, I didn't really explain it. Northwest, you'll have liquid heavy Xiranite or nothing if you're not making it. And then the yellow, you have blood or Cuprium solution. Yeah, there's no pass-through this time. And then over here, you can do pass-through, but I was like messing with it, and I actually like the way this Cuprium powder looks snaking around, so that's why I don't have it passing through, like Xiranite. For this one, all three, alright, pay attention. Top, the orange is your sewage, your middle product is your Hetonite, and your bottom yellow is your Cuprium solution, okay? In these two, in the extra Hedonite, yellow on the east one, in the yellow, you'll have Cuprium solution, and you're going to pass through Cuprium powder. On the west one, you'll have, at the top is Cuprium solution coming out, Hedonite as a product in the middle, and at the bottom yellow, you'll have sewage, alright? So that's that. Yep, so once you have everything turned on, you're good. Now, let's talk about this little setup right here. There's diagrams for this as well. They're labeled, and they tell you what turning on and off means. All right. So when I say turning on the item control port, it means you are turning on the control, as in I am now enforcing the policy that you cannot come through here. All right, I'm enforcing it. You only get one to pass. When you disable it, that means you're allowing anything to come through. All right, so think of it as like a security checkpoint. When the checkpoint's empty, or disabled, you're free to walk in. When it's enabled, hey, slow down there, buddy. Okay, so initial setup, I don't remember what it is. But if you want to make liquid heavy Xiranite, you turn this guy on. Off. Turn it off. Allow pass-through. If you're trying to make it really slowly, I guess, or trying to make components as well, you can... Actually, it doesn't matter. When you want to make liquid heavy Xiranite, you turn this to off. Allow it to go through. You almost like never want to turn this guy off, or on, but you can. If you want to make full liquid heavy Xiranite, then you turn this guy to on and restrict movement. Okay, but yeah, I don't really see why you. You would. I can see why you would. If you're trying to make, I made a bunch of bottles just to have some. When you want to make gearing components, you come here and turn this to off. Allow it to pass through. You also want to have this one turned on or off. Allow pass-through. See, even I get confused on it. You want to allow pass-through by turning it off, because you will get more heavy Xiranite than you will gearing components, and you don't want this to back up. So this just diverts and goes into the loader. Over here with the Hedonite components or Hedonite parts, if you want components, enable this one to restrict, disable this one to allow. Once you're done making components, because you don't really need that many, these components are only used to make a set of gear, not to upgrade. So I made like 4,000 or something just to have forever, but you know, just keep that in mind. You're going to use Xiranite components, which is why the other one is always making Xiranite, and Cuprium components, which is why I have this set by default up here as gearing, Cuprium gearing, right, instead of Yazhen. Oh, sorry. So once you no longer want any more or need any more gearing components, I keep calling them gearing components, just components, but Hedonite gearing components, go ahead and restrict this by turning it on, allow flow by turning this one off. Okay, you can also like split it if you want half product, just leave both disabled. You get half of this going, half your parts going into the loader on your depot, and half of them going into your gearing unit. Because your Hedonite parts are what you trade in for stock bills. That and heavy Xiranite. So both of these are part of your stock bills now. So that's why when you no longer need liquid heavy Xiranite, which isn't really used for anything right now, you send it to the loader, and that's why once you no longer need gearing components, you also send that to the loader. This is your output for liquid heavy Xiranite. So if you're like, I want to put it in the fluid tank, just bring it over here, place a fluid tank down and connect it, and do whatever. Or if you want like a filling unit, just put it over here, place a filling unit. Put a unloader like that. Well, you do something like this, right? Oh no, like this. I'm sorry. Do that. Do depot loader. Well, I got this fluid tank in the way. You run this with whatever bottle. I think you use Farium bottles, right? Where are my Farium bottles? Hey, where's my extra Farium bottles? Oh, steel bottle. Wait, no, Farium bottle. Whatever bottle is. Whatever bottle. Check the daggum thing. What does it say? Where is it? Farium bottle. I don't know where my Farium bottles are, but Farium bottle, whatever. You connect this. Like, go around, connect it, and run this back. Alright? Then you got you can make some bottles. Oh no, I'm supposed to do that. Oh, whoops. Well, there goes 500 of my... Actually, there was like 40 in there. It's fine. I'll fix that later. So that's marker stone setup. Hey, wait, that's everything. I'm done. Okay, I finished early. Okay, good. That's it. That's everything. If you got questions, leave them below. I'll answer. Much shorter setup video. Check the EnKAD blueprints. I put a lot of work. Check the blueprints, check the document, use that, so you don't have to waste time waiting for me. Please use those. If you find errors, please let me know so that anyone coming behind you, I can fix it for them. Okay? Please, please, please. Thank you for your coming to my Video, thank you for using my factory. I'm in love with this thing. I spent a lot of time on it. It makes me very happy that somebody else likes it and wants to use it. I just out here for the love of the game of the factory and helping, I guess, as my friend said, my tism just come out and sit here and tinker and figure out how to make this look good. So I very much appreciate you using it. I very much appreciate you even considering using mine instead of somebody else's, you know, or just taking a look. So so that's the video. Thank you.